Woo. Into it.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And there go play action here with Stroud. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Not the best to start here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. No.
On the ground, this is Quinshaw Jenkins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Browns at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Now Sanders. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Henry toe there to bring him down defensively. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right.
Dobbs goes in motion. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
So,
who are the freshest guys coming up?
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
What is bullshit, bloody. I am out of here some more smoke. Oh, shit.
The Browns drive about to get started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A big play that time, catch and run. 36 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the check.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Broncos.
Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Dobbs goes in motion. Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Gets around him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. taking the lead.
Miami Bearbears lining up for the extra point.
Alright, they're under control. Man, lost the fuck up.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a decent
gotta
return
go
out to the
to
27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler, 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. Ready.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
On play action, here's Shador. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Down. Hawk, track, 70 Lions. Let go.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Prep, go.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go. Set. Hey,
Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
incomplete.
Oh.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing, Sanders. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Sanders to throw.
Come on, man. Pick the ball off, man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go now. Ready.
On first down, here's Jenkins. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action. It's Sanders. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Viking 18. Mustang 19.
To throw is Sanders. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
I'm trying.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
Yeah, that nigga 30. I'm 35.
We're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great
Get busy, Joe.
as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs.
Get busy, Joe.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Stroud sets up the play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the Texans, first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to
go, Joe. Let's go, Joe.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Mixon.
Let's go, Joe.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Oh, shit. That was 4th down? What the fuck? I thought that was 3rd down,
the
man.
Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That is on 2-yard line.
Henry To'o there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That nigga defense is strong as hell, bro.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Sanders from his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Tag. Bronco.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Setting up the screen for Jenkins. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 19 yards away. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Sanders. And a quick throw here, that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down.
Warrior 70. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Completes to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
19 Tiger.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
No fucking way, bro. No way he got that ball in there.
On 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Sanders once more. And he fires one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Come on, bro.
Incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Let's go. 60 by 6. Go.
Sanders. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Here we go. 18.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And looky there, Charles just acquired our
already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize
God
that
damn, Joe.
with this team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
But this defense has been
Damn, Joe, how you do that shit?
And it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any
Tell
easier.
me, this nigga fumbled that bitch, man. Nigga been having a good game all day, man.
Here's Sanders. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jenkins.
Nothing.
As he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Nothing at all.
The Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here it is, 4th and goal.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
Need that 100 yards, man. I got to get that 100 piece, man.
5 yards on the carry. Good
Got to
pick
give
up
me that
on
100
first
piece,
down.
man.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
On the quick, right? 118.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Texans are going to have a first
There we
down,
go.
and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
162, bro. I ain't never throw that
So
low,
for
bro.
Charles Davis and our entire crew,
162 passing yards, bro. No,
Charles
bro.
and I
I
will be
never.
here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That was a good ass push, bro. Who the hell did that? Number 44? Look, come here. Stupid, man. Joe, man. Old Joe, man. Look at old Joe, man. Old ass Joe. Old ass Joe. There you go, right here. I'm telling you, let the nigga flatline your old ass. Look at that shit. Why you just got your ass flatline, Joe? Douche. Stupid ass. Get out of here. Damn. God damn. Shit shot me. He hit the hell out of his ass, too. That did good right here. You come back and get your ass. Defense play they ass that time. They gonna have defense for my ass, bro. I think shit. boy had 219. Brown had 162. Damn. That nigga had crazy.